church that brings me closer to my Savior. A little bit of heaven, a whole lot of love left behind. So put a candle in the window and let it set your heart aglow.
Good morning and welcome to Rise and Shine. I'm Donna Minix Proctor and I'll be your host or possibly co-host for today. I'm so happy to be here. We had a wonderful weekend. I hope you all did too. There were so many things going on and I hope you took advantage of them. I know a lot of folks did the Chug for the Jug and I'm sure they had a great time. It was a beautiful weekend here in Franklin County and I hope you made the most of it. So let's talk about what's coming up this week. And there is a lot coming up this week. So we'll get your pencil and paper out so you can put these on your calendar if it's something that you might be interested in. The White family will be singing at Rocky Mount First Church of the Brethren, which is at 405 Tanyard Road, which is right there adjacent to the DMV, on Sunday, May 7th at 6 p.m. That looks like that would be a fun day. That's the White family at the Rocky Mount First Church of the Brethren. That's a beautiful church if you haven't been there, so you ought to go and try that out. Some other things coming up this week at the lake. There's a lot going on this week. May 5th is the 14th annual Smith Mountain Lake Business Expo. And if you want to find out about the businesses around this area who have services that they can provide to you, it's a great place to go and look. There are dozens of local businesses that display there. You can go and talk to them. Maybe you've got a project at home that you want done. It's a good way to go and meet some of the local businesses and find out what might be able to serve you. That's May the 5th, and that is at downtown Moneta. Beautiful area down there. It's a fun day. There's lots of things to do, lots of different businesses to check out. And the next day, May 6th, is the Smith Mountain Lake Beer and Barbecue Festival at the same location. It's in downtown Moneta, and I think you'll have a great time at both of those events. If you want more information about those, you can go to visit smithmountainlake.com and they'll tell you more about it, or you can call the Chamber of Commerce. Also on May 6th around the lake is the second annual Walk for the Animals, and you can check that out as well. And on the same day, the 20th annual Smith Mountain Lake Triathlon, and that's down at the Smith Mountain Lake Park, the state park down in Huddleston. You can look that up on the state park website. May 6th through September 14th is also the 30th annual Take Pride in Smith Mountain Lake cleanup. Folks get out in their boats and go around the edges of the water and clean up the lake, and it's really a great initiative that takes this beautiful lake that we have and makes it even more beautiful. So keep that in mind. Starting May 6th is the 40th annual Take Pride in Smith Mountain Lake cleanup, and it runs through September the 4th. May 5th through 7th is the Smith Mountain Lake Fishing Tournament at Gills Creek Marina and Lodge. And you can find out about that by going to gillscreekmarina.com. So that's starting on the 5th, running through the 7th is a fishing tournament. And I know we have lots of folks here who love to fish, and the tournaments are great fun, so check that one out. So that's what's coming up this week at Smith Mountain Lake that you might want to check out. Again, you can go to visitsmithmountainlake.com, find out about the Business Expo and the Barbecue Festival. You can go to the State Parks website and find out about the triathlon. And you can call Gills Creek Marina or go to gillscreekmarina.com to find out about the fishing tournament. So I hope you'll take advantage of some of those fun things that we have going on this week. The library always has some great things going on. Toddler time every week, Wednesday and Thursday at 10:30, and story hour Wednesday and Thursday at 11. So it's a great time to take your little ones, preschoolers, down to the library and spend an hour or so with the toddler time and the story hour every week at Westlake. The main library has toddler time on Tuesdays at 10:30 and story hour Wednesdays and Fridays at 10:30. So those will be fun things for your little ones. Lego Club, also in May 11th and 25th, 6 to 7:15, grades K through 5, and that's at the Westlake Library. Muffins for Mother's Day on 5/13, May 13th at 10, that's also at the Westlake Library. And May 20th at the main library is Local Heroes Day, 10 to 11, and it's actually at Mary Elizabeth Park. And the law enforcement, fire and rescue heroes will be there for kids to stop and meet. Lots of fun. Also have the summer reading program coming up, and for kids ages birth to 17, if you read at least 10 books, you'll earn a logo t-shirt, and you get rewards from community partners as well. And you start this on the 23rd of May, so be thinking ahead to sign your kids up for summer reading program. Be a really, really fun time. So those are some things going on at the library this week. I also want to tell you about save the date for Saturday, May 6th, 8 to 2, and that's at Rocky Mount Tractor. They're having a customer appreciation and open house. They'll have special promotions and giveaways. These are good folks. They do a lot for this community. They do a lot to help with fundraisers for nonprofits. Just really good folks, and you need to go and check out some of the good things that they have there. I'm sure you probably need a new weed eater for the summer, so go and check that out, and they'll have some great promotions. This Saturday, 8 to 2 at Rocky Mount Tractor. STEP is having a car show coming up on Saturday. It's May 6th, 10 to 2 at Faith Fellowship Church on Wirtz Road. And they'll have the Cool Bus there and Scoop, the free ice cream truck. And it'll be a fun time for parents and children alike. Lots of beautiful, beautiful cars and trucks, and I think you'll really enjoy it. Registration for folks who have a car to show is $20, and that includes your lunch. And trophies will be awarded in several categories, plus free dash plaques to the first 150 entries. So they're looking for a really big car show. So check that out this Saturday at the Faith Fellowship Church, 10 to 2. We're going to take a little break now and come back, and we'll be with you in just a moment.
We know that there are many options when choosing a healthcare provider for you and your loved one. When your help at home is not enough and you're looking for intense rehab services that home does not offer. At Trinity Mission Health and Rehab of Rocky Mount, our goal is to provide quality health care, skilled services to individuals admitted to our facility. Our primary services include nursing services, short-term specialized therapy, which is offered for Medicare as well as Medicaid recipients, respite, bariatric care, as well as long-term care for you and your loved one. We provide physicians coverage by our medical director, Dr. Robert Strong, including an on-site geriatric nurse practitioner as part of that team. In addition to our goal for quality care, Trinity Mission Health and Rehab of Rocky Mount provides a home-like atmosphere for residents to enjoy amenities like in-house movie theater, spacious game room, Wi-Fi, cable, fine dining, as well as private dining. This and many other things are offered at Trinity Mission Health and Rehab of Rocky Mount, where we are serving the needs of our community one patient at a time.
Uttermost. Unique name, unique company. The name Uttermost comes from the Bible. Acts chapter 1, verse 8. This verse expresses our personal beliefs to share God's Word to the uttermost part of the earth. Our marketing plan is similar in that we work to sell our products to all parts of the earth. Uttermost was started in 1975 and is still family-owned today. We are now the largest wholesaler of decorative home furnishings in the United States. Our products include mirrors, art, clocks, decorative accessories, lamps, lighting fixtures, permanent botanicals, and accent furniture. We even have decorative dog beds. To learn more about Uttermost, visit our website at www.uttermost.com.
It's that time of year again. The Bojangler Fish Fillet Sandwich is back at Bojangles. Come in today for Bojangles' light, flaky, wild-caught Alaskan pollock filet with crunchy panko breading. Every filet is sprinkled with Bojangles' special blend of seasonings, topped with a slice of cheddar cheese, zesty tartar sauce, and served on a toasted buttered bun. Head to Bojangles and try the Bojangler fish filet sandwich combo. Bojangles, it's Bojangler time.
Hello, Franklin County. It's Doug Williams with Budget Blinds. And we're your turnkey solution to all your window covering needs. I hope you're watching Franklin County Cable 12 Sports, where we bring to you the umpires and the officials each and every week. And every time a bad call is made, that is brought to you by the Blind Guys. Is this year you're building that new house? How about adding on that sunroom you've been talking about? Well, here at Budget Blinds, we're here to help. The consultation is free, we do the work, and it's all backed by our 5-year no questions asked warranty. This year, let the Blind Guys help you see the possibilities.
We know that there are many options when choosing a healthcare provider for you and your loved one. When your help at home is not enough and you're looking for intense rehab services that home does not offer. At Trinity Mission Health and Rehab of Rocky Mount, our goal is to provide quality healthcare, skilled services to individuals admitted to our facility. Our primary services include nursing services, short-term specialized therapy, which is offered for Medicare as well as Medicaid recipients, respite, bariatric care, as well as long-term care for you and your loved one. We provide physicians coverage by our medical director, Dr. Robert Strong, including an on-site geriatric nurse practitioner as part of that team. In addition to our goal for quality care, Trinity Mission Health and Rehab of Rocky Mount provides a home-like atmosphere for residents to enjoy amenities like in-house movie theater, spacious game room, Wi-Fi, cable, fine dining, as well as private dining. This and many other things are offered at Trinity Mission Health and Rehab of Rocky Mount, where we are serving the needs of our community one patient at a time.
Good morning. Yes, it's me. I'm sorry. Been late, been ill, but am surviving. Glad to be here, and you looking good yourselves, I'll tell you. You make me feel better. Ma'am, thank you for helping.
Sure, happy to do it.
Thank you for doing it. You are a bright light this morning, I'll tell you. I am been under the weather, ladies and gentlemen, and have not been quite myself. Very fortunate to have a wonderful wife who has kind of taken over me, you know, not the show, but a bit of me, and she is, I'm grateful. Thanks, Dee. All right, I'm going to try to go over a few things that I have missed, and I'll start with the newspaper, and I'll pose some questions and situations to you,
Okay.
if you don't mind.
Sure.
And did you discuss your sordid history at all?
Not really. I didn't. I am actually a Franklin County native. I live on the farm that's been in my family since 1950. Okay. And I'm a Minix. My maiden name is Minix. Lots of Minixes in Franklin County.
I know that name.
And I actually live where my parents lived when I was born. But my dad was a railroad man, so he got transferred when I was 2. We moved away and came back to Virginia when I was about 5, and we moved to the Vinton area. I actually grew up in the Vinton area, went to William Byrd. Then my husband and I built a house on our family farm 10 years ago. So we've been back on the family
neat.
farm since 2007.
Are you happy?
Oh yeah.
I would
I mean,
imagine.
how could you not be?
How could you?
You look out and you see those beautiful green hills with the area I live in is a real dairy area. There's lots of dairy
I was going to
farms.
say, what is the actual name?
Red
of
Valley.
Red
I'm
Valley.
in Red Valley.
Okay, now you're talking.
Yep, I'm in Red Valley. You look out and you see those black and white cows on those green hills, and it's a gorgeous place to live.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, I am so grateful to this fine lady, and I am getting better. I had somebody open the show for me, My wife drove me here. There's not much else that one can do. But thank you if you've been looking for me and wondering. And don't know how much longer I have in this world, but I'm going to keep at it. And I had some good times, though. And was able to get back to church yesterday. That was wonderful. Saw lots of folks, and you know, just go one step at a time. So that's about it. This kind of is interesting. I've got the newspaper. I've got the. Did you start by going over any of this? Or
I didn't
that?
talk about any of the posters. I
Okay.
talked a little bit about the car show and these things over here I talked about, but
Okay.
I didn't talk about any of the posters there.
All right. Let me just see where we are now. Well, we got a newspaper in front of us. Girl Scouts are planning for the Humane Society a fundraiser. Boy, they do a good job. What do you think about the FCCLA? Now, be quick. Tell me what that is. FCCLA. That's too long, completely too long. You got to be faster than that. But these are the children at the high school, young adults. And FCCLA, Weekend Leadership Training Conference. Very good things getting yourself straight and set and ready to go. And very much possibilities of making a career in that area. So the headline reads, FCCLA members participate in leadership workshop. I got to really mess that one up, couldn't I? So I'll just leave it at that. But it's the Family, Career, and Community Leaders of America, FCCLA. We are very fortunate to have that sort of thing in the region and around the area here.
Yeah, I think Franklin County High School does a great job of preparing those students who maybe they don't want to go on to a higher education, they don't want to go to college, but they get a good preparation for the job or the technical world right off the bat. And I think that's really
That's
a
wonderful.
neat thing that they do.
Yeah, that is good. We just had people arrive. Hi, people.
Hi.
What? Did you say hi? Hi. There you go. All right. Yeah, the Girl Scouts planned fundraiser for the Humane Society. Now, there is a connection that you are happy to see. And do you know what a barter bazaar is? Come on. Anybody in the house know what a barter bazaar is? Nobody's talking. Well, it aims to make the community and work probation and work with the officers and work with the people, and there's re-entry and lots of people there. Barter bazaar is a yard sale that requires no money, if I remember correctly. So it's a good thing. FCCLA members participate in leadership workshop, and then, as I said earlier, I see faces that I know on the picture. Girl Scouts plan fundraiser for the Humane Society. Isn't that neat?
Yeah, if you haven't had a chance to go down to the Humane Society, if you have space in your home and space in your heart for a pet, a cat or a dog, you really need to go down there and take a look. They have some beautiful little animals, cats and dogs that need homes. And so if you've got room in your home and room in your heart for those, you need to go take a look and see if you could adopt. They're great company.
Perfect.
And we actually have adopted 4 cats and a dog. And they just really make your life more full.
Do the dogs, cats get along?
Oh yeah, sure. They will actually, the Humane Society folks will cat test the dog before you take them home. If you have a dog there that you think you might want this dog and you have cats at home and you're not sure if they'll get along, they'll actually get one of the cats out that's not afraid of dogs and bring the dog in and cat test your dog for you.
To see if they can get along.
Yes.
Cats and dogs get along?
Sure.
I'm asking a question of a guest today.
Well, we have a dog, not a cat.
Okay.
Well,
That's all, your pets are cats? Or dogs?
Dogs. They have a dog.
Excuse me. Okay. Well, we got a bunch of people in here today, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you for waiting for me, and thank you for good people coming in to help. And yes, indeed. The newspaper today is very pleased to see Benjamin Franklin Middle School sweep the district meet. That was good.
Oh, what was that in? Soccer?
No, it's right here. Yeah, bowling, baton, teammate.
Oh, that's
Yeah,
track.
track,
Yeah,
yeah.
the track.
Passing the
The
baton.
track and field. That's
Yeah.
great.
So they're doing very well.
Mm-hmm.
And the Eagles capture championship, complete an undefeated season, girls soccer.
Wonderful.
And they all, after they finished, took a bath. How do they do that? Somebody dumped a bucket of water on each one. But we are having, as a school, as a high school, the athletics, we're having a pretty good year. They're doing
Sure are.
well.
Yes,
Yeah,
sure are.
so that's a very good thing. Except in one sport right here, the baseball. We got kind of getting close, and then Martinsville, I think, is the one that went ahead and won.
Oh,
So
okay.
a lot of things happening, and you know, we have JV and we have varsity and we have every sport known to mankind, and it's nice to have all that going on, and everybody enjoys it.
Yes.
And that's
Yes. We have two sons, and our boys played lots of different sports and tried out a lot of things, and then played some sports in high school. And my husband and I love to go and support the kids.
I spent a lot of time doing that.
It's fun.
Yeah. My children grew up in Tidewater. That was the last spot that we lived before we came here. And coming here was a wonderful idea. We thoroughly enjoyed it.
Yes.
But lots of things going on. Has anybody talked about the library?
Yes.
Okay, good, thank you.
Yes.
So we've got the newspaper reasonably covered. There's a picture of people doing some outdoor cooking. I guess if you're in the kitchen, you're doing indoor cooking. But now they're going to do outdoor. And again, I will say, Indianapolis Colts, congratulations, Mr. Basham. He was drafted by the Indianapolis Colts this year. He's too little.
no, he's a Callaway alumni.
Oh, good job. Boy, you got a future in front of you then. We have Callawayans in the... Is that a word? Callaway. Are you a Callawayan?
Yeah.
No, I don't want to be one of them. Callaway, okay. All right. Well, I saw my granddaughter this morning. She's a school teacher out that way. Not that far away, but she's a school teacher in the system. All right, well, I think we have briefly covered, and you have done very well, thank you, and got a lot of things going on here. So I'm going to put this down. I'm going to announce a couple of things that are still up in the air that you want to write on your calendar, because got some great things going. I've got somebody here who says he's number 22. He's not hearing me. Yeah, okay. Why 22?
I have a shirt, but I don't know what number it is. I think it's 28 or something.
28?
Yeah.
Okay, well, we got a 22 and a 28 here. They're handsome young men, and they're sitting on a green ball and on a blue chair. So we'll
And the folks have a treat coming up when they get to talk to these little guys and girls.
You want to get on the show?
Yeah.
Okay.
We'll
do
do
that in just a minute. Let me just take a quick look to see if we have any important announcements that I've got to go for, and then we will take a good look. How was church yesterday, guys?
Good.
Yeah. We had a good time, my wife and I and all of our friends. April 30th.
I think that's passed.
It sure is. And I was looking at it to say, I hope you got out. I hope you got out to see it. I told you about it last week. It's the Americana.
Well,
And it's Dr. Irma Rose. When that happens, and it happens under the circumstances, they go in the church that has probably about the best acoustics of any for Baptist church, Rocky Mount Baptist.
Rocky Mount Baptist.
Yeah, they can make some music, and always enjoyed that. Attended. I was a member of that church for a lot of years. Good people. And yesterday
was the 30th.
30th, that's the one. Today's the 31st, right? Tell me I'm right.
No, 31st in April.
What is today?
today is May the 1st.
May the 1st, he said.
Is this April Fool Day?
No.
Oh, that's...
April Fool's past.
Oh, thank you. Hey, we're lucky today.
Hey.
We've got some smart people here. Huh?
Today is May Day.
May Day. Oh, what's May Day? Anybody know?
Well, I don't think.
Huh?
I don't think.
Okay.
You know?
All right, well, let's take a look. The congratulations to Rocky Mount Baptist again. They did a wonderful community there. Franklin County Community Chorus and the Roanoke Valley Choral Society. And my very good friend, Jeannie Wimmer Banks, accompanies them, and it's just beautiful. So if you missed it, I'm sorry.
Yesterday was my blue and gold banquet.
Wait, what?
Yesterday was my blue and gold banquet for Cub Scouts.
Was it really? Congratulations.
Now I'm in the wolf.
Hmm?
I'm in the wolf.
He's
Oh.
in the wolf. He's in the wolf
Oh,
pack
you're
now.
a wolf now. Boy, I used to be a Cub Master.
I'm
And
a Cub Scout.
you're a Cub Scout. That's who Cub Masters are for. How about Den Mothers?
Did Aberdeen Dad.
All right.
Well,
But-
my brother has a Cub Scout dad.
Okay, that's good. That's good.
I'm his brother.
I was a Cub Scout dad, and my wife was a Cub Scout mother, and I had two boys that were Cub Scouts and a bunch of girls that were Girl Scouts. What do you think about that? Ah.
And now, Dad, our Cub Master is Scouts that go to Boy Scouts with his.
All right, well, see
Scout
now,
that is older.
lots of good things going on.
But he's
We're not mic'd over here, so no one can hear what's being said. So let's wait till our.
We'll get the microphone on you. I egged them on. I think they're
Yeah.
very bright and smiling and just wanted to hear from them. We'll get you on in just a minute. All right, one last thing I want to say right up front is May 20th, Mary Elizabeth Park. That is going to be fun and very, very good to learn from. You know who's going to be there? Fire, rescue, law enforcement, and they'll all be down at Mary Elizabeth Park.
That's the Heroes Day, isn't it?
That's Heroes
Day,
Yep.
yeah.
I think they used to call it that.
It's sponsored by the library, but
Enforcement
it's
by Heroes,
but it's at the Mary Elizabeth Park.
Yeah.
That'll be a fun day.
10 until 1 o'clock. 10 till 1, so that's always good to have. They usually have about 15 or 20 people and 1 or 2 dogs. So it's always good, always good. All right, well, I think that's about all the announcements that I need to. Don't forget, you got the Disability Rights and Resource Center. We'll be holding a Spring Chorale showcase in next month, and I'll get more information on that for you. So that's a big deal. Phoebe Needles, they are running active again. Great place. I gave you a pretty good rundown on that in the last 2 weeks. And have you been up to the Harvester? Anybody been to the Harvester that's in here? Yeah. Oh boy, isn't that a fun place? There's a lot of people that live here that are involved, and a lot of people that are from other places. And the funniest man in America was here the first of the month, last month, and that was good. So there's a lot of good things going on around this part of the country that you can enjoy. I wonder, Who Doggy? Anybody know about Who Doggy?
I can tell you all about that one.
All right, well,
that's a fundraiser for the free clinic. And
it sure is.
Gail and Tim Nordhaus. Gail works at the hospital, and they have this beautiful 40-foot sailboat. It's called the Who Doggy, and they are doing a great raffle event for us. For $25, you have a chance for a trip for two, a weekend trip aboard the Who Doggy. You sail out of Gloucester Point over to the Eastern Shore. You get 2 nights on board the boat, breakfast and lunch each day. And then you spend the day over on the Eastern Shore, and you have your dinner over there and see the beautiful, beautiful scenery and the little towns at Cape Charles. That's right. And the tickets are $25. It's a $25 donation to the free clinic, and you have a chance to win this wonderful weekend for two. And tickets will be on sale through May, so we're only going to sell 250 tickets, so you have a 1 in 250 chance of winning.
Wow.
So
always good things going on. What do you think about that?
Oh yeah.
Huh. Offering for church.
Oh, you missed your you better tuck that away now.
Oh, the preacher's not watching.
Well, he might be, you never know.
Yep. How did I miss that? Okay, also, did you get out to the Memorial Day ceremony at Franklin County Veterans Memorial Park? That place looks so good, and it's so nice to be there. Presentation of colors, and the right kids were there. My good friend, Lieutenant Colonel Larry Moore, is the guest speaker, and he was the guest speaker announcer, I should say. And they had very good things going on, and they had about 3 performances by the right kids. So it was a good day for that, and that was Saturday. And that happens about every year. All right, I've got to go through these because had a lot of time spent recently doing other things, and got to get myself even. But we'll figure out what to do with the harvester. The April harvester is passed. Oh, there's a lot of good things coming. Chris Christopherson, wow.
Wow.
And Delta Ray, the Billy Price Band, A lot of good things going on. All right, well, we've kind of told you. Thank you for opening for me.
Sure.
Thank you for taking care of business. And you guys going to talk to us?
Yeah.
You have anything important to say?
No.
Huh? Somebody said no.
No.
All right. Would you tell me something not important then?
No.
No, we're not going to get either.
Yeah, we have some folks from Callaway Elementary School coming up, so.
Callaway, Callaway, Callaway. Where is Callaway? Callaway is in another world.
No.
Describe Callaway.
No. Well, I can't really describe it.
Okay. All right, ladies and gentlemen, thank you very much, and thank you for waiting for me. And ma'am, thank you for
Sure.
helping out this
Happy
morning.
to do it.
Been a little bit behind the black ball there for a while, but we're fine now. Glad to be with you. Don't worry, all is well. And we're going to take a break now, and then we'll come back and we'll get to meet some of the people that are here in the studio. We're going to see if they want to go on TV. Oh, I got one. I got one. I got two.
No, Parker, he's not going to go on TV.
Oh, 2 and 1 no take. All right, we'll just take a quick break. Please pay attention to our sponsors, and we'll be back in a moment. So don't go anywhere. See?
Okay, so 3 or 4 years ago, we started in and had a group of kids that were extremely active. And we were battling with chairs that were being flipped and all kinds of things, and we started talking about what we could do to make a difference.
What you see here are the different things that we purchased through the co-teaching grant. This is a hokey stool.
We call it the accordion.
Stability balls that are first grade classroom, affectionately named Moe's.
Oh, and the standing table.
The importance is that they're mostly all teacher-led, and they implement it in their own grade level or class, and then other teachers in the building start to see the benefits from it, and it just spills over. So I really like the term that I'm going to give TTAC some credit, the whole idea of teacher leaders.
Well, I think it's wonderful that I can share with all the teachers, because what I often find is that when I have a child with special needs in one of the classes and that the teacher starts using it with one student and then they start sharing it with other students, that they realize that there are a lot of other needs out there, that those children may not have an IEP or a 504, but that they benefit.
That it control around, and it helps me walk more. So I can sit by myself and work in peace.
It's worked out really well. They like the flexibility of being able to move, and I allow them to move 1 or 2 times. If they're tired of standing, they can sit, or however they choose.
We want to give kids choices and moving them to work towards self-determination. And I think this just really plays into that too. It just gives them a choice in their own learning.
And I think it's relaxed us as teachers as well, because it's allowed us to become more fluid in the way that we teach our kids and the way that we let them take more control in the way that they learn too.
One student will choose something one day and then change it up the next day depending on their sensory needs.
And the good thing about these is not only they don't have to stay in the learning lab.
With the implementation of the co-teaching has been hand in hand with the transformation of our learning lab, making it a place where all students can learn.
All of this contributes to a bigger picture of effective co-teaching. The whole purpose of co-teaching is to teach students in the way they need to receive the information to learn. And these are just some of the tools that we can ensure that they're getting the information, they're getting it in an atmosphere and an environment that helps them receive it. If someone needs to move to learn, then by all means we're going to encourage that and help them do that.
So we just decided just to do the whole entire class.
It made a huge difference.
Some days they like to stand, some days they like to sit in the chair, some days they want to sit on the Albert or the Moe, and it just gives them a choice to meet their learning style. And I think the other important thing is We are in a very small community. Our staff is community. They work really closely together. But I think building culture and building a atmosphere of safety, an atmosphere of I belong here, and I think that is as important as anything else we do here. And hopefully you got a sense of that in walking through the school and looking at the classrooms and seeing how interactive not only how interactive the staff is, but the students are interactive too. They interact with one another, they interact with the staff, and that just builds the whole culture of the school.
Uttermost. Unique name, unique company. The name Uttermost comes from the Bible, Acts chapter 1, verse 8. This verse expresses our personal beliefs to share God's Word to the uttermost part of the earth. Our marketing plan is similar in that we work to sell our products to all parts of the earth. Uttermost was started in 1975 and is still family-owned today. We are now the largest wholesaler of decorative home furnishings in the United States. Our products include mirrors, art, clocks, decorative accessories, lamps, lighting fixtures, permanent botanicals, and accent furniture. We even have decorative dog beds. To learn more about Uttermost, visit our website at www.uttermost.com.
My name is Philip Fano, and I run the bakery in Farmville, Virginia. I started this bakery 10 years ago. The whole idea was, I'm from Belgium. I wanted bread, real bread. There was no bread here, so I said, well, I'll make the bread. I have Chantel for internet, phone lines, and also for the credit card processing. If I wouldn't have the phone service or the internet service, we would be completely out of business because we rely on it very much here. My business runs on Chantel.
Welcome back to Rise and Shine this morning, and good morning yet again.
Good morning.
Somebody helped me out this morning and does better at it than I do. So
I don't know about that.
It is very, very nice to have help on occasion. A little bit under the weather to start this week, I think, but we're okay now. And I think we have a very nice looking group of people.
We certainly do. We certainly do.
With maybe one exception. We'll just let people you get to know, you know who they are. All right. Who is the leader in the crowd? Mm-hmm.
I would say this one right here.
Colby's the leader, right?
Sir Colby.
Mm-hmm. Now you all are from Callaway.
Yes, we are.
Callaway
Yes.
Elementary, and I understand your project is flexible seating.
Yes.
And Dick wants to know why do you need flexible seating?
Oh my. Okay, flexible seating is wonderful, wonderful. We started it, we started it in 5th grade because I'm a 5th grade teacher, and my teacher partner and I, we had been wanting it forever and tinkering with the idea because we just noticed that our kids had their stationary chairs pretty much up on 3 legs, or either they would be slumped in their seats.
And we started out with the stability balls that Colby is setting on. Of course, in 5th grade, the stability balls are larger because 5th graders are bigger.
Sure.
And it just allows for the students to get their energy out while they are sitting in the classroom setting. And in 5th grade, every single child has a stability ball in 5th grade. And we call our stability balls Alberts.
Alberts?
And Alberts. And it's just a way it's a way for them to pay attention, and we have noticed a huge difference over the last 5 years in the way that our kids engage with us while we are teaching and doing direct instruction, and when they're testing and when they're doing their independent work, and the way that they, just in the way that they sit and listen. It's just wonderful.
Cool. Well, we should have let you introduce yourself.
Oh, that's true.
Before we jumped right into this, would you like to introduce yourselves?
Yes, I'm Sabrina Ruth Cooper, and I teach 1st grade at Callaway.
And I'm Melissa Hale. I teach 5th grade at Callaway.
Okay.
I'm Emma.
Okay, Emma.
Say it loud.
Emma.
Emma.
And what grade are you in, Emma?
4th.
4th grade.
I'm Colby, and I'm in 1st.
In 1st grade. Okay, that's great. Well, thank y'all for being with us.
Is there anybody else under the table or?
No.
Oh, there's one over there. That's somebody's brother.
Yeah.
What's your name, brother?
Parker.
There you go. He's just kind of sitting and watching.
Yes, he is.
So I want to know from Emma and Colby, how do you like the flexible seating? How does it feel for you when you're trying to study and trying to pay attention? Does it feel good?
Yeah. Because it's on chairs. It's like if you need to move around, it's hard to move around in the chairs. But with the flexible seating, you can.
Flexible. What does that mean? That's a word. Flexible. Do you have any idea?
No.
Does it allow you to do more than you could in a chair?
Yeah.
Maybe,
yeah.
Ah.
There you go.
You get an A today. Hey, we'll give her an A, okay?
Well, I think it's neat too because we all know that the stability balls help you with your core and all of that. So they're actually helping to improve their bodies and make their bodies stronger at the same time. That they're able to focus better on the teachers because they can get those wiggles.
And I will tell you one thing, when you brought that up, I also have my own stability ball. My teaching partner and I also sit on stability balls, and when we have to go to meetings, we sometimes bring our stability balls to sit on, and because we've noticed that when we have to sit in a chair, after being used to sitting on our Alberts, as we call them, our bodies get tired because we're used to keeping our bodies straight. And when we go back to sitting in a chair, we immediately get back into the slump position, which makes our bodies tired. So it does help with your core position.
Right. Well, I'm sure there's research behind all of
there
this.
There is.
That talks about having your body straight and helping to focus your attention and all that, as well as the idea with kids not wanting to sit still.
I have to sit up straight.
That's right. We need to sit up straight.
And in the lower grades, they're really good about having even more flexible seating because Sabrina's grade in 1st grade, they have choices of what they want to choose.
Now, does this one actually fit in another chair?
It goes in a chair, and also in my classroom, I have 3 different heights of tables. I have two tables that are lower to the ground, and they can sit on the floor. And they can use this to sit on, and this just allows them to wiggle a little bit on the floor, or they can put it in a chair. And then I have 2 tables that are chair height, where they can sit on the Mo or one of these other 2 chairs or devices. This is the accordion stool, and that's a tea stool or
Okay.
a Hopi stool. And then I have 2 standing tables, so the children get to move throughout the day. They don't have assigned seats, and if they stand during the morning, maybe they want to choose to sit in the afternoon or vice versa. So they're pretty flexible as wherever they like to sit, wherever they can learn the best.
Where they feel comfortable.
Right.
Where they're most engaged.
Right, where they're
that's
most
great.
engaged.
That's great.
Do you like all the different chairs and
Yes.
choices? What's your favorite?
Probably the accordion.
Pardon me?
The accordion.
The one you're sitting on now.
Oh, yeah.
Uh-huh.
Yeah. I keep seeing you rolling like this. And then there's another big green ball over there, so. Does the ball have a name?
The Mo.
It's called Mo.
Mo.
That's the Mo.
Yes, we call them Mo's in 1st grade.
Mm-hmm.
Mo's.
Yes.
Just a name we came up with.
That's cool. That's really cool.
And
That
it's
is
so neat to watch the students in class, because during direct instruction, what I've noticed in 5th grade when I'm teaching during direct instruction, everybody's bouncing, you know, because that they're fully engaged. But once independent work starts, the bouncing just settles down and they kind of slide into more of a rocking motion because they're getting engaged into what they're doing. And I also like it because as I'm teaching, if I see a child that's starting to lay down on their desk, then I can say to them, you know, you have your Albert, start bouncing, because that's what your Albert's for. So that's my way of saying, sorry, you can't lay your head down on your desk. Start bouncing, start getting some energy flowing.
Get your energy back up and moving.
How do you like that?
Cool. Do you know of other schools across the country that are doing this?
Yes, there are other schools across the country, but there are also a lot of our schools in Franklin County also are doing this. So, you know, if you just start popping into schools in our county, lots of classes in our county also have flexible seating.
That is really neat. That is really neat.
Yeah.
That does not give you any kind of a problem with attendance and or paying attention or being. Everybody just enjoys it.
Yes, you know, we set our expectations up right from the get-go, and the kids really respect it because it helps them.
Yeah, it does.
And I like the Mo because we can bounce and we can roll around.
Yeah, yeah.
You see, what are you now? You're looking at yourself on the screen there. Now, who's bouncing? Raise your hand if you just. All right. Raise your hand if you're not bouncing. All right.
Emma likes
So
the accordion there.
You can do either thing, right?
In the Hokie school, you can just spin around.
Okay.
Can you get all your work done? And you're comfortable?
Yes.
Great. Isn't that nice? What grades are you in?
First.
First and fourth. Okay.
And it seems to. Are there any applications? I know you all are elementary school, but are there any applications for middle and high schoolers as well? Are there for this, or do they have to go back to sitting in the regular old
They do.
desks?
I know that my 5th graders that travel to 6th grade, they always tell me that they want to take their Alberts with them when they go to 6th grade.
I was sitting here wondering if anybody just tries to put it under his arm and go out. This is a pretty good seat. I think I'll take it with me.
Hold on, no. All I do is I'll unplug it, and then I'll bring the pumper, and I'll bring the pumper, and then I'll bring the Mo and the little plugger so I can plug it up. Then I'll put it in my book bag.
He's going to let the air out of it so he can put it in his book bag, but then take the pump so he can pump it back off.
Are they comfortable?
Yes.
And you can pay attention and get smart? Or are you already smart?
We're already smart.
Oh! Well, we are
First grade, 5th grade has them.
only first and fifth.
And 4th has a little bit of it.
And we also have a learning lab, that houses a lot more flexible seating as well. And you saw in the video our learning lab, and any grade level can come to the learning lab and check out any of the flexible seating they want to bring to their classroom and use if there's a student that they feel needs some flexible seating for the classroom.
Could benefit from that.
Mm-hmm.
That's great.
Yes.
That's great. I think this is yeah, it is. I mean, we as a county and as a state, a country, are hopefully we're learning about how kids learn, and that we're able to do adaptive things that will help individual children who learn differently from other children have a better experience, become more engaged. And you know, it can be a challenge with some kids who don't learn in a traditional classroom type setting. So this might very well help them. I can see that.
Put the little scoop the seat on the chairs, this, or the accordion.
Wow.
Oh, okay. You can combine them up, huh?
Are they comfortable?
Yeah.
Do you ever fall off?
Sometimes. A lot of people fall off on the nose.
Depends on how much you move, right?
Wow.
And we can bounce. We can only bounce like this, but not
Wait a
like
minute, time out. How did you were on a chair, on a stool, and then all of a sudden you're bouncing.
Yes.
How did he do that?
See why we need flexible seating. And as a teacher, you just get used to it.
Hey, that's good. That's good. Do you move from one to another? Do you trade seats?
Yeah.
Yeah, you do sometimes.
Oh, it's so different from when we were in school, because we had assigned seats, and you always had to sit. Every class you had an assigned seat, and there was such structure, and that's fine for some people, learn well in that environment, but others don't. So I think this is.
My chair was hard.
I bet the teacher made you sit right up next to her, didn't
Oh, I'd rather not sit.
And you know, as adults, our minds start to wander as we sit for long periods of time. So we're starting to learn about that and apply it to our kids and know that they need their movement.
I've never taught children, but I have taught adults, and I know that after about 45 minutes or an hour, adult minds wander just the same as children's do, and you need to get up and you need to move around. And we need to learn that too. When you go to conferences and things for work, they need to learn that you can't go for an hour and a half or 2 hours without some movement.
Well, I'm watching now.
You can.
You move a lot, don't you?
And you can bounce this side that your butt comes off the mow. You gotta just bounce a little bit.
Oh, so there are some rules for how much bouncing you do.
And where should your feet be?
At 10 and 2.
Okay.
But one time in the morning, second time off for a day, but the third time you're off until Miss Cooper tells you to get back home.
Okay. Well, no, that's really good.
Maybe we better go down this road. We're going to find out some good information about the school.
That's really good. It teaches you.
It
teaches you some discipline about your use.
All right. Let's find out, what is the most comfortable chair?
The mow.
The which?
The mow.
The mow. That's the ball.
I found out that I liked, when I sat in the learning lab to work, I liked the hokey stool. But I learned really quickly from my students.
What's a hokey stool?
Well, I know. Okay, but I'm going to call this the UVA stool.
A Wahoo stool.
I like the Wahoo stool.
Now you're getting personal.
But I learned really quickly from my kiddos when I sat on it and I started spinning around on it that was like rule number 1, that I couldn't spin around on it. And I broke that rule really quickly.
You have to sit quietly?
Well, I was.
And don't move?
Well, no. I learned. They told me that I could rock back and forth, but apparently I was spinning around on it too much, and they told me that I was breaking the rule. So I was.
Oh my goodness!
But
where did you go to school?
Well, I went to Ferrum College. I did, and then I went to the higher.
Something tells me I knew that.
Yes, I did. But
I'm a Hokie.
I'm
That's
a Hokie
good.
too. Yes.
I'm
still a Wahoo. But I do like this because I like the spinning motion, but I like my Albert.
But there are some children who like the traditional chair. I have a couple of students that will go to just a chair every time, and when they're given an opportunity to stand, they won't stand long. They'll go seek out a chair. And if the chairs are occupied, they'll say, well, can I sit at your reading table, which is full of chairs? And so, it's perfectly fine. Some children don't need to move like others do. And then some people, some of the students stand for a while, and it's, Miss Cooper, my legs are tired. Can I go sit down? And they can choose to sit at the floor tables, or they can choose to sit at a regular table.
So you have choices of table?
Yes.
Chair? Ceiling?
If they could sit out there, they would.
I've heard
look, she's nodding.
I've heard about climbing the walls, but I don't think I've ever heard about the ceiling.
We're not sitting on the wall.
You can't sit on the wall? Why? Can't you hold on to something?
No.
No, okay. Whew, guess that's not a good idea.
Well, tell me what your favorite subject is. Emma, what's your favorite subject?
Probably math.
Math, good. I love to see girls interested in math. That is so great. Colby, what's your science? All right, that's great. Math and science. That's excellent. Excellent.
My favorite subject was math. And I was never very good at it, but I still liked it. And I became a banker. And that big building downtown Rocky Mount that sits on the corner? I was president of that bank. So all my teachers were saying, yay! He can count, he can add. I was just lucky, I guess. But I had a good time. Is school supposed to be fun, or are you supposed to learn, or should you do all of those things? What do you think? All of them?
Me, I think it should be fun.
Fun. But while you're having fun, you can learn, right? No.
Well, learning is fun. Sure it is. Learning is fun. You learn to do a lot of things that are fun.
Name one.
Oh, don't you learn how to play baseball?
No.
You don't learn how to
What about when the chicks hatched their math the other day?
No.
Was that fun?
No.
No. Okay, yeah, well. I always loved school. I always thought it was a lot of fun. I loved to read the stories, and that was my fun.
I was trouble. I love to leave at the end of the day. Oh, I shouldn't say that, should I?
Well, he's pulling your leg.
Oh, I know he is.
Yeah, I went to school and did what I was supposed to. I was always a good boy.
This last Friday,
Yes.
I went to someone's house for a birthday party, and I got to ride a bus. And his driveway's steep, and I had lots of things. My book bag was heavy, but I was running down the driveway.
Wow.
And there's this little ditch that I jumped over.
Well, so you see, you had a good time.
Yeah.
And you liked it.
Yeah.
And it's okay. We'll do it again.
Okay.
Okay.
I'll do it next year.
What do you like to do in school if you think about everything? I used to like lunch.
I like lunch too.
Way to go.
But I'm hungry.
But I was...
I like lunch too.
You like lunch too? We got 3 lunchers here.
Parker, be quiet. So big.
This is fun, guys. How close is this to the way it is in school?
With this one, roly-poly.
It's not really close because the walls are different. We don't have any chairs or tables. And we don't have our math books.
Don't have math books.
Oh my goodness. What a shame. Oh, that's why I became a banker. But
We don't have all of this equipment.
Did y'all get a grant to do this? How was this originally funded? What was the
With the Alberts, we did. With 5th grade, we started out that way.
And then you all got a grant this year that we spent some money on to get those.
Yes, that is true. And Miss Lovell, Diane Lovell, who is the special education teacher, she and I received a co-teaching grant this year that allowed for us to receive more flexible seating.
Oh, good.
Yeah.
very neat.
good.
Yes.
Very neat. So what's your favorite thing to do in school?
Probably eat lunch.
Art?
Eat lunch.
Oh, lunch. Oh, for goodness sake.
Goodness.
Food.
Food.
You too?
Driven.
Recess, playtime,
Recess and lunch.
And science.
and science.
What
There you
happens
go.
in science? Tell me something about science. Tell me what an example is for science.
Well, science is science. They study things.
What makes things work?
Yeah, and study
Okay.
things.
Study them. Okay.
Mama at the auction. She spent $40 on a nitro thing with Miss Haynes and Miss Cooper. And it's 1 hour.
Okay.
It's an experiment that he gets to do with Miss Cooper and Miss Haynes with,
Okay.
what is it?
Liquid nitrogen.
With liquid nitrogen.
Oh, that's neat.
After school one afternoon.
Let's knock Miss Cooper out of it. I don't think Miss Cooper.
Did I hear that you got to watch chicks hatch out?
Yes.
Did you get to watch chicks hatch out from eggs? Wow, that's really cool. I used to work for Virginia Cooperative Extension, which is part of Virginia Tech and Virginia State Universities, and we had a farmer who would give us the eggs, and we'd take the incubators out to the schools in the 4-H program, and they would watch the chickens or the ducks hatch out, and then once they hatched out, we had to take all of the chickens and the ducks back to the farmer so he could have them. So there were many days. We were living in Vinton at the time, and the farmer was in Vinton, and so many days I would have to put the chicks and the ducks in my car and transport them back to the farmers. All the way home I heard beep, 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 beep.
Quack,
Gee whiz, you do that so well. How did you man?
Well, I heard it enough. I guess I learned it. But that was cool.
When I was your age, I had chickens,
Wow.
probably 40 or 50.
Whoa.
What do chickens do?
Lay eggs.
They lay eggs.
And the hens.
The hens lay eggs.
Yeah. But.
What do you call the male chickens? What are they called?
Chickens.
Roosters.
Roosters. Yeah.
And our cousin had meat chickens. And one day, yesterday, one day on Saturday, we the chickens lay eggs, meat eggs that we eat, and we went to me and then Parker, but Parker was too slow, so me and Emma already got the eggs, and so Emma opened the hatch and me and Emma got the eggs.
You got to collect eggs?
And
That's
then
neat.
I looked over at the ducks, but the ducks hadn't laid any eggs.
No eggs from the ducks. Okay, that's cool.
Did you ever eat a duck egg?
No.
No.
Yeah.
No.
I used to raise ducks and chickens.
That's cool.
What kind?
Well, this is a great project, I think. I think
Yeah.
it's really inventive, and it seems to me like it would be really, the kids would really like it, I think.
They do.
I think it's a great opportunity.
I wonder who is going to be watching right now.
I don't know. Who's out there watching Colby right now? He wants to know. So if you've seen Colby today on Rise and Shine, when you see him out, you need to say, I saw you on Rise and Shine this morning, so he'll know who watched
You're famous.
today.
You know, people will say, can I have your autograph? All right. Well, is that the best thing? Well, let me just ask you, what's the best thing that happens in school?
Opening that door.
Opening that door? No, this is in school. This is not school. All right. What's the best thing you do in school?
Science.
Silence?
Science.
Science. Oh, yeah. Tell me one science thing.
I forgot one. What's it called again, Mama?
Which one?
The one the scientist ran about with me and Miss Cooper and Miss Haley.
Oh, the liquid nitrogen?
Yeah.
Oh, that's something, yeah. Do you always move and you know, you bounce and you do this and you do that?
Yeah.
I think I just egged him on a little bit. But it's fun, isn't it?
Yep.
Okay. When I was in school, you couldn't do that. We had little wooden chairs. Sit on, and somehow they'd look at me and they'd say, Dickie Shoemaker. Now, that's a funny name for a last name, Shoemaker, but I said, that's all right. Then they say, sit still. Don't bounce. I never learned.
Colby wouldn't last long. Emma would be okay, but Colby wouldn't.
Emma's a lady.
Yeah.
Well, we are sure glad to have you on the show today and to learn all about this. Is this something you've done before?
No.
This first year?
No.
It's the first year for first grade, but fifth grade has been doing it for several years.
Yeah, several years.
It
5 or 6 years.
seems like a big step for a first grader.
It is a big step because they come from the kindergarten classroom in chairs, and then now they have free range. But I have my rules, and I enforce them, and they know when I ask them to move because they didn't make a wise choice. Then they move to a different table and continue working. So it's worked really well this year.
That's neat.
And it teaches them a little self-discipline as well.
Right, it does.
You have a little more flexibility, you have a little bit more freedom.
Right.
But there are rules that
Right.
go along with that, and so they have to learn to self-regulate,
Right.
or else they lose those privileges. So it teaches a lot. I mean, I think it teaches a lot. It helps them physically, it builds their core, as I said, and it helps them focus in. I can't see it not being a win-win, really.
Yeah. It's worked
That's
real well this year.
Is that more comfortable a seat?
No.
I didn't think so.
I just don't know.
But I
That
figured
right
you've
here.
been there too long, so you got to move anyway.
I know.
All right, is there anything else going on that we should pass on to everybody in school that you are enjoying that's good for the children? And I know everything is. But
Maybe we should set on flower pots instead.
No, we're not going to sit on flower pots because that's not flexible.
Yeah.
That's anything happening in Callaway as the school year is winding down here for the last
What about
few
the
weeks?
ceiling?
Well, we're getting ready to, our grade levels are getting ready to go on our field trips.
Yeah.
Oh, good.
Yes.
It's a busy time of year.
Yeah, it's a busy time
real
of the
busy.
year, and you know testing is starting in elementary schools.
Right.
and everything is just starting to wind on up.
Down.
Yeah, wind down.
The kids
well,
are
wind
looking
up for us.
for you.
But really,
Yeah.
truly, it isn't winding
And
down.
you guys are looking forward to summer being fast upon us, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, no, nobody likes summer. Rather be in school. Don't believe me. No, this is fun. This is neat. I didn't know we had all this stuff going on.
Yes. And like I said,
I've got lots of children that are teachers in my family.
Hold on, I have
So I'm. What?
I have a good flexible seat. The ceiling and the wall, there's really stuff to the walls. And that's flexible.
Right.
Right, yeah, flexible, sure.
The flags are flexible. I think they won't hold us.
Now, whose brother is that?
That is, he's ours. He belongs to us.
No, he doesn't. Yes, I do.
That's cool. All right, thank you, and I'm glad you got to come. It's kind of fun, huh?
Don't get over here in the
Well, it's really been a pleasure to
Yeah.
have you all with us
Thank you for having
today,
us.
and to find out more about your flexible seating program at Callaway and all the good things that you all are doing there, and to find out how much Colby likes science.
Is this the first year you've done this, or is this in school?
The flexible seating?
Yes.
It's the first year that we've had so much flexible seating, but like I have said, 5th grade, we've had it for a good 5 or 6 years.
Okay.
That's a really nice, really good project, and you're kind of on the cutting edge, and that's so
Yes.
nice to know that the schools here in Franklin County really are setting the pace for schools across the country and the state, and that's really exciting. Thank you so much.
Thank
for
you.
being with us
Appreciate it.
today.
Will you come again sometime?
Sure.
I wonder what else can you do? Give me one other thing you do in school.
Science and math and
Yeah.
English
Yes.
and reading.
Oh, that's
Reading was
wonderful.
always my favorite.
Well, we're real proud of you and glad to meet you, and really anxious to see you again sometime, because this is nice. And guess what? You're learning.
Yes, you
Yeah. And you certainly are, whether you like it or not. You learn.
Well, I'm not going to school today.
Okay.
You are.
Yes, we are.
Well, we better let these folks get out of here
Yeah.
because they need to get on to school. So.
But we have a field trip today.
Oh, well, good.
All right, but I'm glad that you came down to see us and got on TV and told everybody how it was, and that's neat. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
And thank you very much for taking the time to do it.
Thank you.
I'm just impressed. It's amazing.
It is. Very
Yeah,
impressive.
isn't it nice?
It is.
All this stuff all wraps up, and you're learning, but you're still having FUN.
Yes.
Yeah. Wow. Okay. Anybody have anything else to say?
I'm hungry.
He's what?
He's hungry.
Well, we're going to take a little break and let these folks get on to school, and we'll be back with you in just a few minutes.
Doyle Custom Embroidery is your family-owned, faith-based choice for custom embroidery, screen printing, and heat printing right here in Franklin County. If you want to improve your business's image, promote your event, or just create your own custom product, then Doyle Custom Embroidery is your choice. We can embroider anything that will hold a stitch. Check out our huge selection of quality products at dcestore.com. And remember, we'll keep you in stitches.
Uttermost. Unique name, unique company. The name Uttermost comes from the Bible, Acts chapter 1, verse 8. This verse expresses our personal beliefs to share God's Word to the uttermost part of the earth. Our marketing plan is similar in that we work to sell our products to all parts of the earth. Uttermost was started in 1975 and is still family-owned today. We are now the largest wholesaler of decorative home furnishings in the United States. Our products include mirrors, art, clocks, decorative accessories, lamps, lighting fixtures, permanent botanicals, and accent furniture. We even have decorative dog beds. To learn more about Uttermost, visit our website at www.uttermost.com.
Hello, Franklin County. It's Doug Williams with Budget Blinds. We're your turnkey solution to all your window covering needs. I hope you're watching Franklin County Cable 12 Sports, where we bring to you the umpires and the officials each and every week. And every time a bad call is made, that is brought to you by the blind guys. Is this year you're building that new house? How about adding on that sunroom you've been talking about? Well, here at Budget Blinds, we're here to help. The consultation is free, we do the work, and it's all backed by our 5-year no questions asked warranty. This year, let the blind guys help you see the possibilities.
My name is Philip Fano, and I run the bakery in Farmville, Virginia. I started this bakery 10 years ago. The whole idea was, I'm from Belgium. I wanted bread, real bread. There was no bread here, so I said, well, I'll make the bread. I have Chantel for internet, phone lines, and also for the credit card processing. If I wouldn't have the phone service or the internet service, I mean, we would be completely out of business because we rely on it very much here. My business runs on Chantel.
Doyle Custom Embroidery is your family-owned, faith-based choice for custom embroidery, screen printing, and heat printing right here in Franklin County. If you want to improve your business's image, promote your event, or just create your own custom product, then Doyle Custom Embroidery is your choice. We can embroider anything that will hold a stitch. Check out our huge selection of quality products at dcestore.com. And remember, we'll keep you in stitches.
Well, we're still here. What do you think?
I think we had a great day today.
I think, wasn't it wonderful?
It was.
The teachers were good, the children were good, and we, guess what, ladies and gentlemen? We learned.
Yes.
And that's, we're not students and we're not teachers, but we just learned. And that's good. Of course, I guess everybody is a student and everybody is a teacher. Would you say?
Oh, I think so. And we should learn something every day, you know? We really should.
Yeah.
Make an effort to learn something new every single day.
Well, I am very happy to see you, and we've been on together before.
Yes, we have.
And it's just neat. I was just looking through to see if there is anything else that...
I don't think there's anything pressing here. Some of them are later on in the month, but I think we've covered everything that's coming up right away. Most everything is toward the end of the month.
Yeah, we're coming into the first now, so.
Yeah.
The one thing that I read that I wanted to make sure that everybody was taking a good, strong look at the library system. My goodness, what we have in the libraries, in the schools, and all the good things. Right. Wow.
Yeah, you really need to check out the libraries. There's so much to do there. Not only just books and videos and books on CD, and there are computers. If you don't know anything about computers much, you can go in and they'll help you learn about a computer, and you can learn how to get online. And so it's just they're a wealth of information. So you need to check out the main library or Westlake Library, wherever you're closer.
I'll tell you, that's good words, good words. I'm just looking through a couple little things here that I wanted to leave with you. Customer Appreciation Open House That's
at
on
Rocky
its
Mount
way.
Tractor.
Yeah, and that's a good chance. Who doesn't like to see a tractor? I don't know anybody, you know. The only thing better would be to ride it.
That's right. And as I mentioned earlier, there are good people there who do a lot for this community, and I'm sure they'll really have a fun day there. Go and check it out.
You also have a big car show coming on May 6th, and don't forget that. That's street rods, muscle cars, classics, trucks. It takes place at Faith Fellowship. And that is a great thing. Get to see a lot of real neat cars. So don't miss it. Have you picked up on one of these official guides to the lake? See what the word is? Love. I will vote for that.
Have you seen those signs yet? They're down at Westlake.
Yeah,
It's
and they are.
it's really neat.
I think they've done a good job. They're beautiful. All right. Well, I don't think we have time for anything else. I think we have covered everything for one day, and we'll come back. What is today?
Today's May 1st, May Day,
Whoa.
Monday.
We are here.
Yes.
Wow. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you for tuning in. Thank you for holding down the fort when I was away, and I'm feeling pretty good now, so we'll be okay. I think I'm still able to move, so I'll see you again next. And thank you so much.
Oh, it was my pleasure.
I saw you and I recognized you, and the last time we were together here, you were helping, and I mean, it's just very nice.
Well, it's my pleasure.
Okay, thank you. Ladies and gentlemen, that's it for the day, though. If you will be good, maybe we'll come back. Keep smiling, and if all goes well, we'll see you again real soon. And God bless everybody.